Okay, here's a quick look at the market through the eyes of E-mini Day Trader for Friday, October the 1st, 2010. Let me just go back. That's our 1 minute. Let me just go back to our profiles here. We actually like to start with them because it gives a better handle on the day-to-day auction bias. And these are individual profiles. This is what occurred today. This is what occurred yesterday, and this is what occurred overnight. Going into today, I'd mentioned yesterday that we were looking around 37 as support and resistance up about 44. And you can see that overnight it dipped a little bit below there, both in the overnight and regular trading hours, and a little bit above that area overnight and during the regular trading hours. So still consolidating in here. Not able to, although it gave it a good shot at trying to go lower as it did yesterday, but no follow through. So we're really kind of stuck here. The market really could break either way. We think that up here and down here, in other words, up there means around 50, 1150, and down here means around 1133, as the more extreme areas of consolidation. So if it can move above here, it'll have likely a good move higher. If it can move below here, probably a pretty good move lower. So we're still really in this consolidation, and it's going to have to break soon. Of course, as I said, we don't know which way, but it's more likely to go up than down, although that's certainly not a strongly held belief. But we are looking for a break above those areas or below. Here's the market profiles in the regular trading hours, and here's our software um, showing our trades. So I'm just going to show here all of our short setups here. That's where all the shorts came in today. We did have one long indication there, as you can see, and those are the only up arrows that we had. So our first trade here was a short down in here. It turned out to be a break-even trade. Unfortunately, we're just a little bit late in getting in the way that it was set up, so it only hit our first objective. So, and this trade was not taken because of the red filter down here, very bearish indication. This trade wasn't actually entered until here. This short trade was entered here. Unfortunately, we got stopped out on that, but then we got short a little bit higher up. So this turned out to be our second trade, and this turned out to be our third trade. So unfortunately, we're stopped out on the second. Third moved nicely for us, and the first one here was a break even. So this other trade was this long trade here was just on the cusp here. It was dodgy to say the least, and the same with this long trade, neutral. So it was either in the neutral or the red. And the reason we don't like taking trades like that, even though we still believe we're in an intraday auction, up auction on a longer time frame basis, we're still in this consolidation mode. And so unless we can get the day structure going with us, we really don't want to take that trade as it wasn't here today. So that's what we ended up by doing on that. So it's been a fairly tricky week or so of trading. When a market is consolidating like this, it's not that it's just consolidating that can make it difficult, but sometimes within the context of a consolidation, it can become fairly volatile. I mean, when you take a look at this kind of action here, when that news came out, and then to move from here down to here, back up to here, and then all the way down to there within the course of I don't know, 35, 40 minutes, whatever, something like that. It's, that's pretty volatile. And so at any rate, yeah, I think what ends up by happening is you've got to know where the intraday support and resistance is. And if you can tie that in with an intraday directional bias, then you've got a better chance for good trade entry location. If you can tie it in with the daytime frame structure, then all the better. But it is making it somewhat difficult because of the type of volatility that we're having within this containment area. So more than likely next week we're going to have to break from this. It could happen at any time. Not really sure which way it's going to go. I tend to think it's more likely to go up than down, but that belief is I'm less firm on that than I was a couple of days ago. Let's put it that way. So anyway, we'll just have to monitor and see how it goes. So thanks for taking the time to view the video. Any questions or comments, please contact us at info@eminidaytrader.com. Be happy to answer and get back to you and hear your comments. So have a good weekend, and we'll see you again on Monday.